guys, I'm back. Okay, today is the Super Bowl, and so today I'm making lots of Super Bowl stuff. First, I gotta get my apron on, and I will be doing this bit by bit by bit for what I'm making. So, I'm putting on my apron that my mama made me, and I'm starting with bread bowl, spinach and artichoke dip, because I love it. And, okay, well no, I'll just say I'm starting with that. So I'm gonna get my bread bowl out. Okay, got it, Trader Joe's. Like $2 or $3. Let me tilt the camera down real quick and I'll show you how I'm gonna cut it. Don't mind my super dirty table because I also have some ribs in the slow cooker. It's the first time attempting this, so I hope it works out. It will. So I got my bread bowl, my cutting board, and I got this recipe. I'm actually like kind of following a real recipe today. It's from Bon Appetit. So I'm cutting off the top like inch of the bread. So I'm going to say right about here. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, how crooked was that? Not too shabby. Okay, cut off the top part, and then the goal is to leave an inch kind of around. So, okay. I'm gonna just use the knife to kind of start my cut. And I'm actually, I can't decide, should I have the recipe or not? I was going to do the full recipe, and I think I've had my cream cheese sitting out now for a bit. So maybe I will just do the whole recipe. It's spinach and artichoke. You can't really go wrong, right? So so here's like the main chunk I tore out, but then I'm going to tear just a little more. Instead of tear it in like kind of like 1 inch chunks, because then you're going to toast all of this. All these like chunks of bread, which will be quite delicious. I'm also gonna make some crostinis to go along with the spinach and artichoke, because I didn't buy pita chips or anything. I just bought like regular like corn chips. But look at this. This is gonna be perfect. Okay, so there's my chunks. Let me grab my... I'm gonna put it on this. This is already dirty. Surprise. I'm not gonna stick it on the... It's just got olive oil on here because I made some bread the other night with it. Oh yeah, and I've preheated my oven to 350. We're just gonna take all these chunks and put these in the olive oil. I'm gonna pour some more olive oil on. Just gonna continue to kind of chunk this all up. And we're gonna toast it 350 for about 25 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it in case it starts getting a little too brown, but I think it'll probably be just fine. And you're also supposed to toast the top, but you're supposed to chunk it up, you know? But I don't know if I want to do that, you know, because I kind of maybe want to have a top for my bread bowl. But that's just making it look pretty. Fuck it. Oops, sorry. I mean, we're just going to toast it. I'll just tear this up too. And the thing is, anything I don't eat on the, like that we don't eat with the, man, maybe this pan might be a little too small. I can use it, I can also just use these as croutons then too. So it's all gonna work out. Okay, this is now all torn up. And then I'm gonna kind of douse it with olive oil. And I'll put a little olive oil in here too. Maybe just a smidge more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got some garlic powder somewhere around here. Some garlic salt. Yes, a little garlic salt. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little garlic salt on all that. And we'll just do a little bit in there. Okay, so now it's ready for the oven. And the oven is ready. So I'm gonna stick that in, and then we'll start working on the, ooh, hot. Rest of the ingredients. Let me clean this up just a smidge before we get started. I'm trying to keep the kitchen as clean as possible today because I have a lot going on. I will be using the bread knife and that cutting board again because I have to do the crostinis. Okie dokie. Okay, now let's get started on the actual recipe of the spinach artichoke dip. 4 tablespoons unsalted butter. That's like half a stick. Okay. I know I have some butter in here. Oh, perfect. Looks like a little more than 4, but that'll work. I don't know if it's unsalted or not. Oh, it is. Wow. It's the first time I'm actually gonna follow directions. I always use salted and unsalted. I never technically follow directions on that, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've read in some recipes it doesn't matter, but okay. We're letting that melt, and then guess what it calls for? Garlic. So I'll get some garlic out. We gotta let that melt first. So I'm gonna put the lid on. Oh, and throw it this way. I can put my olive oil away. Oh, there must have been something on there before that burnt a little bit because it's smoking. But I should probably get a spoon. Actually, I'm going to use a little spatula. I'm really trying to keep these pans that I got for Christmas nice. So, and actually, while this melts, I am going to cut up the cream cheese because it asks that it be cut into 16 equal parts. So they're each 8-ounce cubes, I think, right? Yep. And then you just, there we go. Cut these babies up. I already grated my Parmesan cheese because, yeah, duh. I made sure I was gonna have plenty of that. I might even grate just a smidge more. Calls for a cup of Parmesan. Oh man. But I, of course, oh, there's my coffee. I heated it up earlier and I didn't know where I put it. Because then I took a nap already this morning. It's pretty, an eventful day. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get this cream cheese going. Oh, this sounds like it's melting. And maybe a little warm. Yeah, so I found this recipe because I follow Bon Appetit on my Instagram, and they always have the best videos and the best recipes, like super easy. I'm also making their chicken wing recipe today because it's, again, like pretty simple. But, okay, come on, slow down. I don't want this to be like boiling. So I'm excited to see how the chicken wings turn out. And then I'm also doing, I don't know if I said this right, cauliflower buffalo wings. Because I'm recently obsessed with anything made with cauliflower. And ribs, which are in the crock pot. And what else do I have? Oh, a charcuterie, of course. And then Taylor is making like a chip dip. Like onion soup chip dip, which is really good. So, okay. Melted. Let's throw in some garlic. I'm obviously doing this really measuring well. That looks like a good amount of garlic. I'm gonna have to turn this back up because it really shouldn't be this low, but okay. Let's see what happens after garlic. Artichokes. Pretty important part. Again, got them from Trader Joe's because they always have the best prices on artichokes. Everywhere else they're, oh my god, I can't get it open. Oh shoot. That's never happened before. Weird. Okay, I've got to figure this out now. Well, I can probably get this one open, right? That's weird. Okay, let's drain it. Because you're not going to want this super, like, liquidy. Because you want it to, like, solidify as a dip. But, okay, so, there we go. We're going to just toss that in. I'll have to break them up a little bit in there, but not a big deal. Maybe this wasn't the best option as a tool to use. It's working just fine. Butter and artichokes and garlic. Can't really go wrong. Oh, we got a bit of pan, actually, now that I think about this. I'm like, oh. Okay, now let me get to work on this other can since I somehow effed that up. I wish I could, like, get underneath this, because it's, it's already, oh, there we go. Don't try this at home. This is, like, actually feels really dangerous to me. There we go. Yeah. Problem solved. MacGyvered that. Okie dokie. Let's toss this can in. Going to recycling. And then I'll move the camera over so you can kind of see what I'm doing in this pot. It's really not that exciting right now, since it's literally just butter, artichokes, and garlic. And me chopping up. Oh, have I ever told the funny story? Sister Rebecca will get a kick out of this. I once thought you only ate the top part of the artichoke, and so I was throwing the hearts away. And she saw me doing it one day while we lived together, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm, blah, 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 blah. I was making pizza. I'm putting artichokes in it." And she's like, "Erin, that's the best part." She was, like, horrified. I laughed. Now, needless to say, I know what an artichoke heart is. I mean, I don't think I'd ever had an artichoke growing up, because I'm from Nebraska. I'll give you guys a better view. Boop, boop, boop. I gotta tilt. Oops, sorry. I gotta tilt this baby down. There we go. Now you can see. Okie dokie. Next. Oh, the spinach. Some salt, and then the cream cheese. Okay, so spinach is right here. So it calls for 10 ounces. Which I think that's, oh, this is going to be a little less. 6 ounces, but it's fresh spinach. I didn't want to use, oh, I maybe used too small of a pan. But you know, spinach like wilts down to nothing. What is that on my spinach? I don't know. We're going to not let that one in there. So, you know, we're going to add this in batches. I'm going to make sure the heat is on. And I'm going to put the lid on so it can kind of make it melt down a little bit. Sorry, I just moved you to look at it and then now you can't see it. And then there's, okay, the cream cheese I'm working on. I'll be honest, my favorite spinach and artichoke dip is actually, it's jalapeno spinach and artichoke. It's from Costco, which I probably could have just bought that and stuck it in a bread bowl. Ooh, I forgot to put the timer on for the bread. But it's been just a couple minutes, I think, right? Okey-dokey. Okay, there we go. It's all cut up and ready. Now we just gotta keep melting this down. See, it would have been okay if I'd done the half one, but oops. Or I guess I could have cooked the spinach down elsewhere. That's okay. It'll all work out. I'm in no rush. Because we can't do anything until the bread bowl's out anyway. Toss these babies back in. Apologize for my grossly dirty stove top. I made chili the other night and it splattered a little bit. Okay, let's add some more spinach. Okay, to me this is a ton of spinach. Maybe I should put it in folds. But you know when you cook down spinach, it like turns into absolutely nothing. So that's why I'm like thinking, oh, I'll have plenty of room in this pan. Oh, that leaf looks kind of gross. Okay. I'm gonna leave this for a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll let you guys go while I try to wilt this down. And then once it's actually wilted down, we can start on the next step. I'll toss in the salt right now too. Maybe that'll help. I can't remember how much it said, but that'll be probably good. I'm the worst. I'll let you go. I'm actually maybe going to start on my next dish, which is going to be buffalo cauliflower. But I want to start another video just because of, you know. But there we'll just let that sit for a bit. Okay, I'll see you guys in just a bit. We'll start on the cauliflower. Okay guys, I'm back and look it is all wilted down. And it's like actually smelling like spinach and artichoke dip. Like, I didn't realize that garlic had such a strong smell in it, but yeah, so it's looking so much better. So now I'm going to toss in the cream cheese. Ooh, I need to actually now so they said the liquid needs to like burn off. So I guess I gotta just like let it sit then, right? Turn it up maybe a smidge and let some of this liquid burn off. Because it probably wasn't great that I had the lid on. But they said it'll take 7 to 8 minutes. So we'll let that happen for a little bit. Looks like it's already working. And I'm going to check on the bread in the oven. And that's looking actually perfect. So I'm going to grab that out. Oh, I have to show you the cutest little... My boyfriend's mom sent us Valentine's and plus a bunch of skiing stuff, which I'm uber excited because I got a new pair of ski pants from his parents. But look at how cute these are. Little pot holders. So I'm going to use those today. I hope that they work. Okay. I'm grabbing the bread out. Maybe I was a little generous on the olive oil inside of the bread bowl, but that won't really matter. So there it is. I don't know if you can see it right now. Looks pretty darn perfect, if I do say so myself. And we're letting this burn off because it says there's not supposed to be a shit ton of liquid. Okay. I just need to be patient is what I need to be, which I lack. Oh, but now I can start getting the oven ready for my cauliflower. Okay, well, this wasn't really exactly as planned, so I guess I will let you go and I'll let this burn off while I work on some other fixins for today. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, back again. Look it's looking good now. It's not a lot of liquid, see? Barely any down there. Okay, so now we're gonna add the cream cheese, which is like basically at room temperature. So it should hopefully melt pretty easily. I did it in like kind of 1-inch cubes. Kinda. Slash they sort of melted back together. So we'll start incorporating those. And those will melt down. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, my oven's at 450, so I can put my cauliflower in. And this time I'm gonna actually remember to start the timer. Okay. I'm gonna toss the other cream cheese in. Like I said, it's kind of a lot of cream cheese. This is like also just a lot of food. So plan for a party. That being said, I'm putting this in the oven. 20 minutes. Let's do this. Alarm. Oh, it's not an alarm. It's a timer. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get this melted down before I add anything else like the Parmesan and stuff like that. Oh, if only I'd used a bigger pan. That's okay. This looks like it's perfectly sized. Or if I just actually halved the recipe, because it's kind of a lot. Okay, a lot of it's melted down. I'm going to start incorporating the Parmesan into this. And I'm sure you're also thinking, wow, that's a lot more dip than it looks like they'll fit in that bowl. I'm thinking the same thing. So that's fine because you can just refill the bowl. Okay, time for the Parmesan. Here's my Parmesan. Definitely probably more than a cup, but you can't ever go wrong with cheese is my idea. I love it so much. And I'll probably just leave a smidge of it left to sprinkle on the final product. Once I put it in the bowl. You can still see a few chunks of the cream cheese, but it is slowly but surely melting down. Wow, this looks good. Okay, did I get all my chunks out of here? I'm going to turn the stove off because it doesn't need to be heated anymore. Okay, that looks all good. Let me just go around it here. Okay, looks great. So I think you can see it right now too. Yeah, great, perfect. I'll just pour some in the bread bowl. Okay. So yes, a lot more dip than fits in that bread bowl. That is okay. So I'll plate it in just a little bit, sprinkle a little Parmesan on top, and then I will show you my final setup. Okay. Looks great. Okay, and I will get back to you in just a smidge because I'm going to start making my chicken wings. Okay. See you later.